Hi, welcome to Yoga for Stretching. We'll begin in a modified downward facing dog. So instead of putting our hands on the floor, we'll put them on a chair nearby. You can also do this at the wall, against a table, anywhere at all where you can walk backwards, keeping your feet about hips distance apart, and really get a long stretch through your back, and particularly your upper back and through your shoulders. As this feels more comfortable, you can bring your hands farther down on a chair, or again, the wall is another great option. And you might even eventually come down to your knees to really get a full stretch, bringing your knees far apart, your heels together. And if it's comfortable for you, your head can come down onto the ground or onto a block or a pillow underneath you. Again, only do this to the level where you're comfortable. So you might be with your hands pretty far up on the wall, or you might start to walk your hands farther down as it helps you to stretch out your back. From there, we'll stay in our child's pose with our legs, but find a twist through the arms, bringing the right hand underneath the left, straightening it, and then opening up that left shoulder by walking the left hand behind our back. After that, we'll switch. So this is very similar to our thread the needle pose from tabletop, but this time we're keeping our legs in a child's pose position. Once we've twisted on both sides, then we'll go ahead and sit up, walk the hands out in front to child's pose, and then walk the hands over to the right side. Take a few breaths here. We're getting a stretch through the whole left side of the body, from that left pinky finger all the way down through the left hip, pulling back behind us. Once we're feeling really comfortable on this side, we'll walk our hands through center and over to the left, getting a stretch through the right side body this time. Again, pulling back through that right hip, open through the right shoulder, and stretching through the right fingertips to get a nice long stretch. Walking your hands through center and up, you can come into a comfortable seat and bring your heels together. Now the feet can be really far away from your body, or if it's comfortable for you to bring them close into your hips, feel free. We're going to sit up nice and tall and even actually move the flesh out from underneath us. Try to move it behind you so that it helps tilt you forward, giving you a little pelvic tilt as you slowly, with a nice long flat back, start to fold forward. The goal here is to keep our spine nice and long, so it helps to lengthen the spine on each inhale, even if that means coming up for a bit, and then really reaching forward with the chest on the exhale. Again, keeping the shoulders nice and down. One way to do that is to try to keep the elbows pressing back onto the inner thighs. And we'll do that once more here, reaching the elbows down onto the inner thighs from the start, so that as you lean forward, shoulders are staying nice and down, chest is staying open. And then gently come out of that pose. We're going to stretch the legs out in front. There's a lot of pressure here to really keep your legs straight, but instead try bending your knees so that your heels can really press into the ground. And then again, we can come forward with a nice long flat back. Shoulders are back behind us. Hands may or may not come down to touch the feet. If they do, try to roll the shoulders together on the back so that our chest is leading the way, coming into our fold. From here, we'll bring our right foot across on top of our left thigh. I'll turn so you can get a better angle here. We're going to flex that right foot really strong and then find a good place for this stretch. Maybe it's reaching that left heel out to release the stretch a little bit, or maybe it's drawing that left knee in closer to the body to really get into that right hip. We'll switch to the other side. Left foot on top of right thigh, really keeping that left foot flexed here, and again finding the right distance for you. We'll end in a final relaxation with again the heels together one last time. We're going to take a deep breath in, long flat back, and fold forward, but this time allow your back to round, the head to drop down into the feet if that's comfortable for you. Wherever you are, this is an internally looking pose. Imagine yourself folding up and giving yourself a chance to recharge as we stretch. Take a deep breath in, a full breath out, and then as you're ready, we'll slowly start to unfurl, coming up into a seated position, and we'll say namaste.